Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 23rd to the rest of the month till October 31st. This is for Aquarius and Aquarius rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occult cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Aquarius. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Aquarius, this is it. We are here last week of October with the big full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. Are you ready for this? Have you moved yet? Have you moved? Are you thinking about moving? That's going to be a thing. I hope you know that, especially when Jupiter goes direct by the end of the year. Oh yeah. If not, if you're not moving, you're moving in with someone, or there's something happening, as in like you're moving cities, or you are maybe decorating your place, or do construction or something, or buying real estate. Maybe you're going to open up, maybe you bought a vacation rental, going to do some Airbnb. But either way, this is a big eclipse. Now, what makes this eclipse really interesting and really great is that I did an eclipse video. If you haven't seen it, I talk a little bit more about eclipses, what to expect, what not to expect. But this eclipse is ending the series of eclipses that were on the Scorpio Taurus axis for the past year and a half. So there is something coming to conclusion where it could have been the really, like, I'm not gonna lie, for some Aquarians, it's pretty challenging. Okay, those eclipses, they were not the best eclipses, but this is a good eclipse. All right, so there could have been something that was just like really hard for you, maybe challenging. There could have been something that was maybe plaguing you in some way. Could have been some kind of struggle between work and home, actually. But the thing is, this is bringing that completion to this series as we move on to, what's next for you, which is going to be a lot of travel related stuff. Okay. Keep that in mind. All right. As well as you just becoming a little bit more influential and compelling, as, maybe even influencer level, right? Even on a global scale, a lot of communication activity happened for Aquarians, but even still, a lot of career activity. And I say that because the sun officially moves into Scorpio season. As we know, Mercury and Mars are in Scorpio right now. On Monday, the 23rd, the sun moves into Scorpio. So all this activity is really amping up all this intensity. Honestly, just intensity, intimacy, empowerment, even money, finances, a big thing here. So could be a lot of that going on through your mind. Maybe you're just feeling a lot more like, standing on the top of the hill type of, fist raised. But I really love this energy for you. A lot of y'all are going to feel it in career because all this activity in Scorpio is in your 10th house. Okay. So if you're not even here for career, but I would double down that a lot of y'all have changes in career happening, or are on the horizon or will happen. The 10th house also represents fame, public recognition, honors, achievements, even if, just being perceived, the way that you want to be perceived by the public, right? So, or even within your orbit too. Okay, so keep that in mind. But again, a lot of this is going to happen with career. Now, I want you to pay attention to the 24th, the sun trining Saturn, one of the best days of the week. Okay, this is a great week, by the way. So the sun trining Saturn, as we know, Saturn is your co-ruler. It's your traditional ruler. So this is going to have a really big impact on you. And this is really amplifying that empowerment energy. Like, you're going to be laser focused. It's almost like these goals and dreams and passions that you have, like, you're really taking it to the next level. You're getting serious about it. Saturn is in Pisces. That is your second house. So a lot of y'all are just like, I need to make more money. I'm going to make more money. This is what I'm going to do. A lot of y'all, listen, when I say this is going to be a big thing, it's going to be a big thing. Okay. Because Saturn moved into Pisces earlier this year. It's going to be here for another 2 years for y'all. So y'all are taking your salary, income, finances a lot more seriously now. Okay. You're thinking about that. And it's possibly because things are changing at home. Maybe you are getting married. Maybe you are having a baby. You know, there are a lot of changes happening, all right? And so maybe you are retiring. So now there's like a focus on like, you're like, who am I going to, you know, give my inheritance to? You know, like there's all this kind of stuff. But keep that in mind because this is a great day, okay? And you could receive some recognition this day. I'm not going to lie. The second house is also self-worth and self-value. So if you are not here for money, but a lot of y'all, listen, looking at what's going on for y'all, there's a lot of career and money stuff happening. So, but even still, the second house does rule self-worth, self-value. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. This is very important. The reason why is because this full moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus. Taurus is the native ruler of the second house. So you're almost going to feel a lot of that energy, okay? And keep this in mind. This eclipse, again, it being in Taurus, it's affecting the fixed signs, all right? And your fixed signs, like you're really going to feel this, okay? So this full moon lunar eclipse, like I said, is ending a series. So something that could have just been like plaguing you for a while or something that you've just been sitting on for a while or just just know that something's coming to culmination. Remember, full moons, it's still just a full moon. It's a full moon, right? What do full moons do? They illuminate, right? They illuminate things. What do eclipses do? They reveal truths too. What does Scorpio do? It's all about those hidden truths. So there could be a lot of things revealed to you around this time as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. But the great thing is that all this activity in Taurus, it is in your fourth house of your domestic sector, your home, your family, partnership, like domestic partners or children. A lot of things happening in this area. Some of y'all, your kids are going off to school, have gone off to school. There's, you know, you're feeling it. You're feeling it now. So everyone's going to feel this eclipse in different ways. Okay. Everyone, every Aquarius, y'all have different birth charts that listen. So, you're definitely going to feel it, but you're going to feel the end of something, the beginning of something new. Remember, there's been a big shift already with that new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So a lot of partnership, relationship activity, especially when you think about your last spread. Oh my goodness. But it is a lot of y'all really moving into, being more spiritually active, maybe even being a lot more, let's just say like interested in, maybe the metaphysical, maybe even into astrology, maybe even, these divination and whatnot. Maybe a lot of y'all are going to be thinking about going back to school. That could be a thing for y'all as well. Long distance travel could be a thing. You may be planning something right now. If not, maybe working with people overseas. Okay. Maybe working with people in, different foreign cultures, maybe even starting to date people from, different backgrounds as you. But there's a lot going on this week, okay? But this eclipse is really... Who am I? Eclipse. My Southern is coming out. This eclipse is really about like breaking free, okay? There's something coming to completion. And remember, this is a week of empowerment. So this eclipse as well, remember, you're asking yourself, what's going to bring me comfort? What are the things that I value? What are the things that are going to bring me value? What are the things I'm going to change in my life to have more value for, or even being compensated for, the value, my worth, right? A lot of these things that are going to come up. Okay. So really big week of transformation, really big week of transformation. Okay. That it's your Sandra D moment. I've been saying it in every sign. It's like, Olivia Newton-John at the end of Grease coming out in her biker wear saying, tell me about it, stud. Her transformation, she's like, I know who I am. I know who I want. This is your transformation moment, okay? Make it your own, all right, Aquarius? I really want you to. It's a great time. This eclipse is conjuncting Jupiter, the planet of good luck, of fortune, prosperity. Like, this is great. Mars and Mercury will be opposing Jupiter, but that's great because it's going to increase this confidence in you. And so I absolutely love this. And again, a lot of y'all are going to feel some shifts with home, all right? That's going to happen. happen. And like I said in the eclipse video I did, I'll leave a link up somewhere. All right. If not, it'll be at the end of this video if you want to see it. But eclipses are, you may not feel it. You may not feel it like on the day of the eclipse or the week of the eclipse, or it could be like a week after. It just really depends on a lot of different factors, including your birth chart. Now, on the 29th, Mercury is going to conjunct Mars. Very interesting. There is like a sense of you being just like unstoppable, right? Like intellectually, especially because Mercury is a planet of communication, logic, what's going on up here. And again, this is it related to your 10th house. Okay. Just be careful though. Okay. Because remember, Mars in Scorpio is a really aggressive placement, being in its domicile, and it's conjuncting Mercury. So it's not like, I'm not getting a vibe of like, more like there could be a buildup of maybe just don't be too power trippy. Don't be too you know what I mean? Like, no finger wagging this day. No finger wagging this day, because it is a day where it can be a little aggressive, but just, stay focused on what you need, okay? What you need and what you want to accomplish, staying in your lane and making sure that, and it's okay, you can get out of your lane if you want to, but just always be working with your karma, all right? Just always be working with your karma. You always want to be working with your karma. If people come at you, because this is for the collective, right? Mercury conjuncting Mars. So there could be some people that are aggressive that come after you. Maybe it may be a colleague that could be, very passive aggressive, and you're just like, no. And then you just, you don't want to do that. Okay. So now on Tuesday, on October 31st, hello, Venus is going to trine Uranus. I absolutely love this for you. I love this because, A, it's Venus, right? The planet of love, beauty, sex, money, everything that you think that Venus represents. Trining Uranus, your other ruler. Okay, your modern ruler. All right, the more astrologers will really designate to Aquarius, and Aquarius. Uranus is a planet of breakthroughs and surprises, and it's really funny because it goes with the story. It's like when Uranus was discovered, it was a huge breakthrough. It was a huge surprise. All right. So it was, it also is like reflective, like of innovation. Aquarians are very future forward. So this is a day where you could just have really great unexpected things happen here. Unexpected good news, whether, again, a lot of it's in Taurus. Venus is a ruler for Taurus, and Uranus is in Taurus in your 4th house. Again, your domestic sector, like foundations of your life, children, family, even your, partner or, home. Maybe if you're, this is a day you could hear that you did get that house you put a bid on, or, just expect some really great fun news. I actually really love this day, and it is a day of if you live in these neck of the woods, it is Halloween. All right, so you could see some really amazing, crazy, awesome, cool costumes. You could have some of your own, but it is a day where I encourage you to be very social. Just go out there, have some fun. This is a day to have fun. Okay, Venus and come on. It's also one of those days, I call it like sliding doors. Like you never know who you're going to meet, so you better go out there, right? If you are looking for a new job, who knows if that person in that Dracula costume could connect you to, the owner of warehouse you want to work at. Okay, the warehouse of shoes or whatever it is, right? Your dream job, whatever it is. Okay, and you never know. If you're single, this is a day you could meet someone. It could be your soulmate. You just don't know. That's why I want you to go out there. It's a day of surprises. All right. So with that said, Aquarius, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of October 23rd to the end of the month. I am including Halloween for this, or October 31st. And again, this is for Aquarius and Aquarius rising. If you know your birth chart, I would suggest reading for your moon as well, obviously, because it is the full moon lunar eclipse. So you'll get a little bit of, well, I wouldn't even say a little bit, a lot of bit more clarity in terms of what's happening for you. And your Venus, I would definitely probably read that as well, only because Venus is in Virgo, not too much longer, but Venus is in Virgo in your 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. And remember, this is a week of Scorpio. I mean, we are officially in Scorpio season as well. So with that said, Aquarius, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for October 23rd to the end of the month. Can you believe that we're in November? Pretty much, basically. Anyway, Aquarius, like I said earlier, I do a traditional culture cross spread. Really brings the best overview. And I am going to pull clarifiers because it is such a big week. Secondly, Aquarius, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I want to know if who is your favorite? You know, Aquarians make like amazing musicians. Did you know that? Who's your favorite? Because I was having this conversation with a friend earlier, like Harry Styles, Justin Timberlake, Alicia Keys, Ed Sheeran. They're all Aquarians. Mozart, Aquarius. I know there's a lot others, but it was something that got brought up. So I hope you're singing right as I do this spread. Now, Aquarius, this is gotta be a week. Whoa. Okay. Ho. Whoa. There's gonna be changes. Okay. Let's keep it that way. Sorry. I did not mean to be that dramatic. You got the Hermit. Okay, so you've done your soul searching. That's really cool. This is, this came up in your past. So also depends on when you watch this reading too. I know I always drop these a little bit earlier before the actual week. So do that soul searching. Do that deep soul searching. Remember, it's all about transformation. A lot of y'all have gone through transformations. There's a big message coming through. It's already been happening for you. A lot of it you don't understand yet. A lot of it's going to make sense. And a lot of it is like transitions that are, it's almost like, it's not like overnight transitions. It's almost like things are happening, okay, but it's a gradual thing, and it feels like there's just going to be a lot more clarity toward the end of the month anyway, and even into November. But even still, go deep. It's all about your transformation too. Speaking of transformation, the Hermit ruled by Virgo. What did I say? Venus and Virgo in your 8th house of, you got it, transformation. Wow, you're going through some big things. At least hey, look at this. You got the King of Wands in the heart of your spread, which is absolutely amazing. So this week you're going to feel really good, okay? You're going to feel really good. A lot of y'all have possibly got new jobs, are being praised at work, are feeling really good at work. There's a lot of career energy with the King of Wands. I do often say he is like the Steve Jobs of tarot. Very influential, very inspiring, someone who's really, like worked his butt off to sit in that throne. Okay, that's the thing about the King of Wands. He's not sitting in this throne from like succession or lineage or whatnot. Like he earned his spot here. All right, speaking of transformation, you got the Hermit, right, doing that soul searching, really doing that deep dive, reflecting. Okay, really want to know what's going on with your future. All right, but at the same time, this is what's happening for you this week. Is this like all your passion? Like you are feeling very passionate. Things are feeling really good for you. A lot of y'all in terms of partnerships, relationships, there's been a lot of like ascension there. Again, thinking about your last reading. Okay. And the reason I say is, well, two things here. This card is all about transformation, okay? We can talk about this card all night long, all day long. I'm just going to point something out. The salamander at his foot. Listen, the salamander, think about the medieval times, all right? So salamanders were the only animal in the world. They, people thought that were fireproof, like they could live through fire, right? Wands are the fire sign, and this card is actually ruled by Leo, right? So you do see the salamander in his throne. It's, you know, the Ouroboros there, very hidden. And it's the Ouroboros is the dragon or the lizard or the snake eating its own tail. It's a very old alchemical symbol. Like you see it in cave drawings. It's been endured. It's endured for so long, for thousands of years, but it does indicate life cycles, the unity of all things and whatnot. In fact, if you break the word down, oro is tail, boros is devouring. So it's very interesting here. You got a card of transformation, all right? You are definitely, it's almost like an energy coming through is like, take a moment to think about where you are now. Take a moment to think about like where you sit now. Okay. Think about where you were last year. All right. So be very proud of yourself. Be very proud of yourself. Now, I did mention that he is Leo. Okay. So, hey, that's really great. Remember, Leo is your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something happening within that realm. Okay. Whether work or career, most likely work and career. Okay. And relationships and love, romance as well. But it looks like there is something that is it's going to be an interesting week for you. Okay. Let's just put it that way. There's going to be some people that may want to knock you off that throne, seeing what's happening here. You did get the 7 of Wands in your challenge area. So this card is all about valor and self-worth. Remember what I said. This whole week is all about that. Taurus represents self-worth, okay? And the values and comfort that you feel, and what you want in terms of, you know, that stability energy as well, all right? He is standing on a slippery slope, all right? So keep that in mind. There could be some people coming after you, and you need to be on guard, all right? And I don't want to say that in a way where it's like, it sounds like so dramatic again, but it really could just be that, just be, like I said, be very cool if something comes up and, you know, you literally go to work wearing a crown and a cape, okay? Like this is, we really, you know, Leos have that power, that authority about them, right? And so with all this Scorpio energy that's happening, it really intensifies all that empowerment energy. So it can cross that border of like ego. All right. So keep that in mind. It looks like people may be really jealous of you this week. Okay. And also there could be even a sense of you really thinking next steps. You did get the 2 of Swords in your crown. All right. You do see that she is blindfolded. You see her sitting in front of the ocean. It's a lot of water. Water is emotion. So it came up in your crown. There could be something that you're thinking about that you really deeply have to think about, you know, especially coming after the Hermit. Now, it may once again have to do with partnerships or relationships. This whole week is like, is this job bringing me joy? Is it bringing me comfort? Am I making the money that I want with this job? Am I, you know, being paid what I'm worth? A lot of these questions may be coming up. Same thing with like a relationship as well. It could be like, is this a relationship that I want to be in? If it is, what do I have to do to make it work a little more? If, you know, are we in a place where we're ready to propose? So it's not always a bad thing. It's just like, go within and trust your intuition. All right. Scorpio is very intuitive. All this, you know, Mercury's in Scorpio. Like I said, that's a very intuitive placement. Okay. So this card is actually attributed to Moon in Libra. So again, partnerships and relationships. Libra is the native ruler of partnerships and relationships, which could be on your mind because you're getting a lot of that here. Now, you did get the 2 of Pentacles in the root of your spread. So definitely some decisions to be had. All right, to be had this week.
Some of y'all may be thinking of, it's almost like there could be a tug of war in terms of like, I'm at a really good place in my life, in my career, in this relationship, but deep down inside, am I being honest with myself? Right? A lot of Aquarians may feel that. If that resonates with you, okay. If that resonates with you, but it is a message coming through. But even with the two twos here, there is again a sense of you having to bring that balance, okay? Having to bring that balance, and you're gonna have to go really deep. You're going to have to go really deep this week, especially with, again, it is Scorpio, it's Scorpio season, all this activity in Scorpio. And again, the Two of Pentacles is a Capricorn card, by the way, that is your 12th house. So your subconscious, keep that in mind. You did get the Three of Swords in your future. Something's coming. And the Three of Swords, once again, ruled by Libra. It's another Libra card. This is actually Saturn in Libra. So as we know, Saturn is in your second house, like I said, self-worth and self-value. But this is, we call it like the heartbreak card. Oh, yeah. I'm pulling clarifiers. And so you're good. You're going to have an emotional moment. And listen, this is a full moon lunar eclipse happening during Scorpio season. There was only like one or two readings where I was shocked that there wasn't anything like the Three of Swords or the Tower. It's like a very emotionally impactful week. It's like one of those weeks where like emotions are heightened, passions are heightened. Like it's definitely, and remember the end of things, and eclipses can eclipse things out of our lives that, you know, we don't see coming sometimes. But you're definitely going to have to go through a moment that is going to be very emotionally impactful to you. But at the same time, it was necessary. It was fated. 3 is all about growth, development, maturation. So keep that in mind. It's whatever happens, and something heartbreaking will happen. And, you know, like I said earlier, every Aquarius is different. Some of y'all will feel it like a 1 or 2 out of a scale of 10. Some of y'all may feel it like a little bit more, like maybe an 8 or a 9. Every Aquarius is different. Every Aquarius handles their emotions differently as well. So look at this. You got the Emperor and the Star as clarifiers. So whatever happens was meant to happen. And it could actually be you that makes the decision that could be really hard for you to make. But then you get the Emperor. Hello. Amazing, right? Ruler of his own destiny. Ruler of his kingdom. I mean, really, like, we're talking divine masculine here. This is like everything that you can think of, like wisdom, passion, power. He's got the world in his hand. He's got the Egyptian Ankh representing like that driving life force in his other. Like, this is fated. You got the Star, which is, as you know, your card. Ruled by Aquarius. You even see your symbol, the water bearer there. Okay. So, Aquarius, this is going to be a week, like I said, something emotionally impactful. It's going to happen. It's necessary. For some of y'all, it may just be almost like, again, some decision, something where you're going to have to go really deep. A lot of it, I'm not going to lie, is something that you do, okay? And it's going to be hard for you to do it. As in, like, maybe you know that you have to break up with someone. Maybe you know that you have to, you know, sell your Gucci bag to, you know, pay for that puppy that you want. You know, maybe, you never know. You never know. It was whatever resonates for you. But it is going to be something that puts you in a lot of power after. And just remember, there's hope in every card, right? So even with this, you see the rainstorm around the heart, like the heart, right? What happens after a rainstorm? You get a rainbow. So it really is, but again, it's really learning from whatever this is to put you in that seat of power, and then everything aligns for you, and then you have all that strength. You see all the stars are eight pointed, so that referencing the strength card, right? And then also, this is all about, there's a lot of healing in this card. There's a lot of, wisdom in this card as well. But it's also, at the end of the day, it is just the stars aligning for you, like your hopes and wishes coming. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Something emotional, impactful is going to happen, but just remember, we're human beings for a reason. There's a reason why we weren't created as robots. We were built with emotions, a range of emotions. And sure, some of those emotions are very, like, they, it could be like, can be a little like painful or heartachy or whatnot. But you have to go through those experiences to evolve. Okay. You have to go, because it makes you a stronger person. Okay. It makes you a stronger person, stronger version of yourself. All right. Now, but look, you're going to be fine. You have that moment and you're going to be absolutely fine. 1000% fine. Let's get to your staff, Aquarius. I'm very curious. I'm curious, Aquarius. Has anyone ever made a play on words? A curious? No? That was bad, right? That was not a funny joke. Aquarius, if you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. I really love hearing from you. I want to know what's going on. This is as much as reading for me as it is for y'all. I'm an Aquarius if you're new to my channel. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. So I am truly grateful and I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. Okay. You're good. You're absolutely good. Go listen. That intuition that I was talking about, going within, trusting your inner voice, being in touch with your higher self, having those moments where you can listen. When you're in tune with your intuition, you have no fear. You have no doubts. You know the universe is taking care of you. Okay, but you're getting a lot of that here, which is why I'm bringing it up. Especially because you got the high priestess. This is absolutely amazing. She's the guardian of the subconscious. Now, remember I said Pluto went direct. Pluto, it's a ruling planet for Scorpio. This week is all about this intensity that Scorpio is bringing. And that is all in your 12th house. Pluto in Capricorn is in your 12th house. Okay, your subconscious. Now, you're good. You're being protected here. Okay. And so really go within, though. Really go within. That's going to make all the difference. Really have those moments. Have those moments of reflection. Okay. During this week, really take that time in order to make the decision that you need to make, or even choice that you need to make, or even just smoothing out some sort of situation that may come up. But again, it really looks like there may be a decision you have to make. That is going to bring this. It may be like hard to do. It may be hard to do. But also with all this activity in your travel spheres, right? Moving into that, it could also even be something like saying goodbye to, so, like, let's say like you, for instance, have a neighbor that you love and y'all have been neighbors for 10 years and it's been like a true like Friends, like season 10 episode 8 situation, right? But then you find out they're moving to Copenhagen or whatever, I don't know, wherever. That could be like really hard, but now you have all this time to work on these passion projects and you know what I mean? Like just whatever resonates with you. But even still, the high priestess, just trust your intuition. Okay. She is a ruler. She rules the moon, and this is a full moon lunar eclipse that's happening this week. That is, remember, full moons are emotional. Okay. But you're going to be fine. You have to go within. You even see the book of Torah in her lap, right? First of all, you also see her headdress, right? It's representing the phases of the moon. But you see the Torah in her lap is half veiled, okay? So you really have to go beyond that physical realm at this point. Go within to find all those answers. You got them in you, okay? You got them in you now. You got the Six of Cups. All right. In your external factors area. I love this. Did you see your last reading? All right. I love this. This is Sun in Scorpio. So more Scorpio energy coming up. This is really great. This is just, again, that energy of tapping into your inner child, having those moments where you're just you have this sense of freedom and there's all this kindness and love. 6 is the heart of the tree of life. Okay, so I really love that for you. It is the center pillar. It's beautiful. It actually is ruled by the sun too. So I love that. Really nice energy. There could be this week actually. There's something connected to the past, by the way, that's going to come up. Yeah, keep that in mind. But I do love that the fact that you got the 6 of Cups. Okay, this is hold on to that like gratitude energy and appreciate even like the little things in life. All right, now you do have the moon. All right, love it. Where it falls in your spread, it really is just saying that there is a part of you that will use this eclipse as a time to almost like renew yourself, and that is really great. You always want to have those moments, but the moon is actually ruled by Pisces. Very interesting. Because in astrology, the moon is ruled by Cancer. In tarot, the moon is ruled by Pisces. Now, I'm going to show you something really interesting here. The moon, remember, the moon represents intuition. Like I said, the high priestess rules the moon too. So you've got 2 moon cards here, basically. But not only do you have that happening here, you see the hermit's face in the moon. So when I say do that soul searching, go really deep. We all have to experience emotional moments to evolve. And in fact, this moon, the moon card does, bring up some fears about your future and maybe some stress and anxieties. And it's almost like you just don't want that. So in order to not have that, you have to go within. Okay. I always point out the dog and the wolf here. All right. They're here because they represent evolution. What did I say earlier? You have to go through these emotional experiences to evolve. Okay? But you're going to be fine because at the end of the day, you got the Ace of Swords. What did I say from the very beginning? This is your Sandra D moment, your breakthrough moment. Okay? Your break free moment from something that's been holding you back or some decision that you have to make. Clearly there is going to be a decision you have to make, but Ace of Swords, this is the most powerful sword. It is one of the most powerful cards. It is Aces usher in that new change, new beginning. Swords all about that, the mindset. It's all about truth as well. Like I said, this eclipse is going to reveal a lot of truths, right? Excuse me. It is very victorious. You see the crown on top of it. There is going to be a sense of, when I say truth, I also mean, so 2 things, truth and truce. So if you are going through something with a partnership or relationship, there could be like a makeup moment, or there could be a sense of peace that comes with it. Okay. Which I really like, the coming up here there. You have this, and it's going to be like this mental breakthrough for you as well. As in like, there may be a lot going on this week, but eventually like you just power through it, right? Like a starship. And then you're good. So you just got the 10 of Cups. You're good. What can I say? This is happy life, happy family, happy couple, happy relationship, happy children, happy home, happy everything. Okay. You see, it's the only rainbow in tarot. Okay. The only rainbow in tarot indicating a promising future. So you're good. There's something new happening. Okay. It's again, there's going to be through this week. Sure. There could be a moment where it's going to be a little heartbreaking. Again, some Aquarians may feel like a 1 or a 2. It depends on how like Aquarian you actually are, right? But some may feel it like a little bit harder. It just depends on how you handle that situation. But in the end, you're going to do fine. You're going to do just fine. Whatever this was, it was fated. You got the Emperor, you got the Star, you have the Ace of Swords in your final outcome with the Ten of Cups. Like, come on, that's huge. That's huge. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're absolutely 1000% good. In fact, this is a Pisces card. So you're getting a lot of Pisces. So you got Pisces. Even the High Priestess is Pisces-ish. But listen, remember I said Saturn in Pisces in your second house. Again, that self-worth, that self-value, comfort, stability as well. And this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus is in your second house of all of that, which is Taurus rules the second house. So there's that connection. Everything's like just fated, and it's just working. The synchronicity of everything is just crazy here. But yeah, you're good. In the end, you're going to be fine. Everything's going to work out in your favor. You have to take that action. You're going to be fine. You're going to be in your head. Okay. You're going to be in your head. Especially with these three moon cards here. But yeah, trust your intuition. That is, again, that's going to make all the difference. So Aquarius, oh my goodness. Okay. So y'all are, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Who's your favorite singer? Are you a singer? Are you secretly Justin Timberlake watching this video? Probably not. But anyway, next week I actually do your November reading. Okay. So November is very, very, very different from this month. And you're going to have a lot of emphasis. You're actually going to have a lot more fun. We'll talk about that next month. All right, Aquarius, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.